Anyway, we'll move on to this last series in the Western Conference for the opening round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And guys, I'm not going to lie, I sat here and thought about this one for a minute. You've got the Edmonton Oilers with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. They've been red hot, like the hottest team to finish the season. Mike Smith has been unbelievable. They have looked like a completely different hockey team under Jay Woodcroft. He's done an unbelievable job behind the bench with this group. And then the LA Kings, who have fought adversity all year. They're a young team, so much speed, so much enthusiasm and excitement. No Drew Doughty. They've had a shorthanded back end. Guys, we said Cal Peterson was going to be the guy between the pipes. No, it's been the veteran, Jonathan Quick, this year. He's been great for LA. Case, I know you like the Kings, but I got to go with the team that's hot right now, and that's the Edmonton Oilers. I think they get by LA in this series, but I think it's going to be tight. I think the Kings are going to give the Oilers all they can handle, and I've got Edmonton taking it in 6 games.
Okay, that's good. 6 games. You know, obviously I'm rooting for LA in this series because they're my team in the West. But yeah, for all of the same reasons that Harper just nailed, I'm giving the nod to Edmonton. Both teams missing a big piece on D, at least at first. We don't know if Nurse is out or not. Game time decision tonight, so that's huge. But like depth wise, I got to go with Edmonton on D, even though we've ragged on it a little bit this season. Both goalies, absolute wild cards on what you're going to get out of them. Mike Smith, I think since he turned 40, he went like 9-0-1 after being like not good earlier in the season. Jonathan Quick was non-existent the last 3 years, and now he's 2 years, and now he's a Stanley Cup contending goalie again. Yeah, you know, it's pretty crazy, but I think that McDavid he's going to go in absolute beast mode after being sick of losing. And he's going to take away, he's either going to do it all himself or he's going to take away enough attention for some depth guy to score some big goal. And I think that they're going to take this series in 7 games. I think it's going to go much longer than Edmonton wants and most people expect, and that's because of 4 two-time Stanley Cup winners on the other team. They have to be passing down some knowledge to some of these younger guys, and LA's got some good depth down the middle. So,
last hurrah for Dustin Brown.
That's right.
That's right. I forgot about that because they did the whole ceremony or like his last game where he wore the C in the regular season, but then like they could potentially go on to win the cup here. Like, you know, they squeaked into the playoffs and then, you know, who knows? The playoffs, anything could happen. But Money Puck has Edmonton at 57% chance to win here. I'm taking Edmonton in 4, guys. Even though this is the least lopsided series in terms of probability, like according to both The Athletic and Money Puck, I just don't see a way that LA can steal a game unless it's completely on the back of Jonathan Quick, and as long as Edmonton continues to get incredible goaltending from Mike Smith. Like, he has been the best goalie in the league over the last month, guys. I'm not even kidding. Like, the numbers point to that. He's been extremely good. And maybe that's part of, you know, Edmonton also playing good over the last like 10 games or whatever, but he's been really, really great. And that's been the problem with Edmonton all year. They give up high quality chances, more so than a lot of other teams, but they haven't had the goaltending to bail them out. And then all of a sudden, 40-year-old Mike Smith comes out of nowhere and is standing on his head. And that's exactly what you need coming up to the playoffs, because we know goaltending is absolute voodoo and random. So if a guy's hot, you got to just play him and ride him and see how far you can get with him. I think Edmonton is better up front because obviously the big two, but there's some notable depth guys who have had really good years this year. Like Evander Kane, I don't think gets talked about enough on this team, but you know, he's been nearly a point per game since he came to Edmonton, and obviously he brings that physical presence as well. Say what you want about what he's like off the ice, but that's been a great addition. Jesse Puljujarvi has had a great season. Not necessarily putting up the points that you want from a high pick like that, but he's really been contributing, hounding pucks, and has been a really nice fit for this team. And then you talk about defense, you know, LA's missing Drew Doughty, their best player, arguably their best player. He's been incredible before he got injured anyways. And then I talked about the goaltending. Yes, Johnny Quick's been good, but I just think that Edmonton is better in every other way, shape, and form, and I think it's going to be a sweep for the Oilers. McDavid goes God mode.
Wow.
2 veteran goalies going head-to-head. Do you not think we're going to see the other halves of those tandems as well? Like, do you not think we're going to see Koskinen and Peterson as well, just given the age factor for both Smith and Quick?
Definitely. They're lucky there's no back-to-backs in the playoffs, or there shouldn't be anyway.